Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. If you found yourself here, there may be a message for your healing journey, soul's evolution, transformation, and or simply information. Today, I would like to talk about general readings versus a personal reading. If you're in crisis, grieving, a lot of sorrow, shame, or life events that have happened or need to make a decision on, it's best to receive a personal reading from a reputable and authentic reader who has invested in their purpose and are humble and they understand the dynamic of your desires to find true authentic answers versus YouTube, which a lot of them have a platform out there. And I know a lot of them are out there, and the disclosure is for entertainment purposes only, which a lot of them are. And there are some that are out there truly that are good, and they are giving a message for the general population, such as myself, because they've gone through traumatic events in their life and they wish to bring to a public platform to reach more people who at any hour can receive the healing they need without having to reach over to a crisis line or something else or a friend who maybe wouldn't understand. So I do understand all of these are important. So if you are in need of medical attention, feel free to call who you need to take care of yourself because it's not okay to suffer in silence. So those of you needing personal readings based on a specific area of your life or healing, grieving, lost loved ones, or needing some healing along your journey, it's important to connect with somebody you resonate with. And general readings are just that. If you look at people out there that have 1,000 people or 500 people or 300 people watching, and they're worried about all the likes versus focusing on a reading, you do have to realize they're pulling in that many people's energy if they have a live stream. I do lives because I'm authentic. I'm not reading from a book. I don't have anything in front of me. And if I have a personal reading for you, I'm reading your energy or help healing your energy, your timeline trauma. And that's the difference. General readings are general. They're pulling in lots of information all over. And to me, that's distorted. I'm actually giving a message from a higher purpose of wisdom, consciousness, and desire to help people because I myself have suffered in silence with certain aspects of my life. Even though you're inquiring about information, maybe I didn't know where to find it. Now we're in a day and age where there's so many things out there. However, some things out there aren't real, tangible, and they're afraid, distracted, and you might find yourself in a position where you feel more chaotic and have more anxiety. So just be mindful of what you're listening to. And I'd like to give you some answers to some of the things I listen to. I myself have a hard time listening to some of these people because their messages are so crazy. Logically, they don't make sense. But if they're picking up on so many other people, no wonder they say the things they do in a short amount of time of a reading. If they're focused on one thing, the reading will be very direct. If they have a lot of people within their energy stream, it's going to be chaotic. So, for instance, you can't personally give a reading, a general reading on one person that's lost their person, right? Or their people. You have to have a personal reading. A general reading will be general information. They miss you, they're sorry, all those things you want to hear. And in general, yes, it's important to hear that may make you feel good short term. But long term, you still want profound and evidential information that only you would know about your lost loved one. So in general, there's a lot of things that are distorted. So what I'd like to say is generally they can hit topics on a lot of different people's life stories because generally some of us have same or similar going on. And maybe you found a reader that you enjoy. So when they talk about things in general, such as your mother, your brother, your cousin, all of these things and the players that they're talking about. Remind yourself that, yes, it may be true, but when they say, "Don't make the story fit if it doesn't," well, it is confusing to follow somebody's story when the beginning of the read, it might sound like, "Yeah, that's me, that's my story," and you can see in the comments, "You're telling my story, dude." Well, maybe so, but if they're talking about your father in this lifetime, it might be your brother or your past partner. You have to have great discernment if you want to make it fit. If this makes sense, then we can move forward. If it's your sister they're talking about, it may not be your sister this lifetime. They may be picking up on lots of different lifetimes. I know for myself, I give evidential readings from your person on the other side or what they wish for your life. And I pick up on you and your energy. Not everybody has that great discernment, and not everybody wants that kind of reading because they're afraid of the answers. So they do a general reading because it's fun and they're interesting. So if you want to get down to the nitty gritty of your healing, it's best to receive an individual healing session. But some people aren't ready for that, and you have to be ready. And sometimes in baby steps, you can get ready. I have lots of clients that come in and talk about their family and friends and how they need to change. Well, interesting enough, when they come in, it's about inner change. So you can see the outer world. And that's important. And even if you're not ready, it usually comes out because you came in. You came into my studio and you wanted a healing, and or you wanted to release some tension, or maybe you just had a surgery and that energy is ready to be released. Or maybe you had a loved one pass over and you had 50 years of trauma from your father, and it might have been their father that comes in or grandpa and grandma that come in. So you never know. So just be mindful of your fragile self when you're trying to get a reading because you need closure or healing. It's important to find the right person that you trust. And healing can only take place in a safe and sacred space, not on a general reading. And you should never, ever, ever exploit somebody who's in pain on a general reading. I find that profoundly disturbing. I myself have been uncomfortable listening to other readers out there who are good, who sidestep a general reading and they're on track with so many people that are listening. And then the comments are, "Why are you doing that?" They're so upset because they feel the whole reading is about them. And somebody else dips in and gives them a super, whatever it is, some kind of a donation because they accept a lot of donations and that's how they stay afloat. And I honor all people who are authentic and they have lots of stories that are true. Those that are on there stealing content and just on there to steal people's money because they tell them what they want to hear, and people are on there chronically never heal. So just be mindful of where you are, and I'm not judging where you are because I myself needed to heal all aspects, but heal with the right, safe, and sacred person that can really help you heal on your safe and sacred journey. So it can be the best part of yourself. A general reading, a lot of it is for entertainment purposes, and I myself have found information valuable from some of the things I've seen, whether they're on YouTube or some of my teachers have streams on YouTube now because of COVID. We couldn't do classes in the mainstream. You can't have a venue where you're teaching classes, even yoga or educational classes. Everything went viral, right? COVID hit and we had to do everything online. But it's important to find your healing where you can and understand the difference of general versus personal. General, sometimes people prefer because they don't have to tell their story and they get enough of the healing little by little. But personal healing is profoundly moving. And I find old school much more conducive to healing in person, in private, with you and your family and your loved ones that you're trying to connect to and or heal from. So I hope this helps today and have great discernment for your healing journey. Remember, it's faith over fear and hope for your healing journey. Take care of you because you matter. Namaste.